Good morning, Standard 10. We are going to do the revision of the Union Legislature. This was taught in the beginning only. So once again, I am revising in a very brief manner, not in a detail, in a very brief manner. This chapter I am going to revise. Now the first thing which you have to remember, federal setup. What do you mean by federal setup? See the administrative power. Administrative power is divided between the central government and the state government. We have got two governments, the central government and the state government. So administrative powers are divided between the central government and the state government by our constitution. This system is known as federal setup. This system is known as. So what is federal setup? Power is divided, administrative power is divided between the central government and the state government by our constitution. Now the most we have a meaning of parliament, supreme legislative organ, makes the council of ministers makes the laws. Okay, so that is taught to you, you have to learn. Now Lok Sabha, very very important, and the composition of the Lok Sabha. So composition of the Lok Sabha, you have to remember it has got 552 seats. The Lok Sabha as per our constitution is given 552 seats. Out of 552 seats, 530 seats are given to states. 530 seats are given to states. Means the states have got the power to elect their representatives. How many? 530. Now out of 550 to 530 given to state, 20 seats are given to union territories. 20 seats are given to union territories and 2 seats are reserved. 2 seats are reserved for Anglo-Indians. Anglo-Indians. So they are not elected, they are appointed. They are appointed by the state government. Okay, so here this is the composition in the examination. The Lok Sabha composition comes. You have to mention the first point should be 552 seats. 530 seats are elected by the state. 20 seats are elected by the union territories and 2 seats are reserved for Anglo-Indians. This you have to remember. Then how these seats are given to the states? We say that 530 seats are given to the states. How these 530 seats are given to equally? No. It is given according to the population of the state. Suppose a state like Sikkim enjoys only 1 seat. Why? Whereas Uttar Pradesh enjoys 80 seats. What is the reason? Population. Population of Uttar Pradesh is more. But now there is no, it's freezed. Now the number of seats is freezed. It will be 552 only. Okay, so the seat is freezed. Now it cannot be increased more than that. The next topic which you have to remember, what is constituency? Constituency is a small fixed area. Small fixed area for an election purpose. What is constituency? Constituency is a small, the whole country is divided into constituencies for the election purpose. But what is this constituency? Constituency is a small fixed area. So each area, each state, each district is divided into fixed area. Okay, that is called constituency and this is done for the smooth election. Next we have reservation of the seats. Seats are reserved for the scheduled caste, seats are reserved for scheduled tribe and seats are also reserved for Anglo-Indian. So here please don't end up your, no seat in the Lok Sabha is reserved for women. Okay, what you have to remember here, the seats are reserved for scheduled caste, the seats are reserved for scheduled tribe and the seats are reserved for Anglo-Indian. How many seats are reserved for Anglo-Indian? It's already taught to you. 2 seats are reserved for Anglo-Indian. Now election of the Lok Sabha. How the election takes place? So election of the Lok Sabha takes place, general election we have every after 5 years on the basis of, this is very very important, on the basis of universal adult franchise. What is universal adult franchise? Those who are above the age of 18 has got a right to vote. Okay. So here how the election of the Lok Sabha takes place? Election of the Lok Sabha takes place on the basis of universal adult franchise. Now, what are the qualifications? He should be a citizen of India. He should not be proclaimed offender. He should not be insolvent, undischarged insolvent. Okay, so citizen of India, and what should be the age? 25 years and above. So many qualifications are there, and you have to learn 4 qualifications. And then term, 5 years. What is the term of the Lok Sabha? 5 years. Okay. So here in today's class, you studied about federal setup, you studied about the composition of the Lok Sabha, you studied how the seats are allotted, you studied constituency, you studied reservation of the seats, election of the Lok Sabha, qualifications and the terms. Please revise once again. Thank you.